That's a good ball for Pittodrie. Now Aberdeen with McGee making the break and Hewitt waiting in the middle. Hewitt!
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you and supported, as always, by Saltire Energy, the global market leader in specialist drilling equipment rental, and also by Craig International, a truly global company with 10 offices strategically placed around the world. The future of global procurement is safely in their hands, and please look out in the coming days for their brand new website. We're also sponsored by Steadfast Scotland, manufacturers of high-integrity stud bolts and special fasteners, globally recognised as your market leader and solution provider for bespoke quality bolting and safety-critical components. Thank you for your continued support. After last week's exploits in Elgin, the Dons are back at Pittodrie tomorrow, where we welcome St Mirren, who we've already beaten at Pittodrie, but who beat us in the return fixture at Love Street. Kick-off tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll have a watch-along show for you, especially for that game. This is what it means in terms of the table. So, 4th place, couple of points behind Dundee United. Motherwell in 5th, just 4 points behind us. And St Mirren are currently down in 8th position on 27 points alongside Dundee, who have a superior goal difference. So important for us tomorrow to hopefully get back to winning ways in the league and continue where we left off from last week. Hi everybody, how are you doing? A very warm welcome to Ali Beg ABTV this Friday night. This is the preview show ahead of our game against St Mirren tomorrow, and this show is all about you. So, come on, tell us how you're feeling. Obviously, we've had some injury setbacks today. Jamie McGrath is going to be out for a significant period of time with a shoulder injury. It's been announced that Esther Sokla is going to be out for a significant period with this hamstring injury that he suffered a wee while ago. So, a little bit light now. Hopefully, with only a few more days left in the window, there will still be some kind of movement. Still looking for a striker. It's great to have Pape back, of course, but overall, I think we still need to strengthen if it is possible, because we all know the January transfer window is historically a difficult time to get new players in. So let's just see how we get on in the next few days or so. I'm going to try and predict the team news now for tomorrow's game. I'm going to chuck it straight in for you. And this is kind of what I've done. I've made a few changes to the team that played Elgin last week. Ross to stay in goal, obviously. But what I've done is I've changed the back four slightly. So I'm going to go with Nicky. I'm going to go with Christers. And I'm going to go with Alfie to start, with Alexander Jensen starting at left back. Just in front, I'm going to go with Ante and Graham, the skipper. Just in front of them, I'm going to go with Yeppe, Pape to sit in the number 10 role, and Toppy, who I much prefer on the other side, with Kevin Nisbet to start as the lone striker. You can argue the toss about it. You know, you could put Leighton Clarkson in with Pape, you could put Pape up front on his own. That's roughly what I think the team will be tomorrow. Here's your match stats ahead of the game. So as we know, the Dons are winless in 12 league games, which is our longest such run since last going 12 without victory from May to October back in 1999. St Mirren have won 3 of their past 4 league meetings with Aberdeen, but are currently on a 4-game losing streak. St Mirren have conceded 16 goals from set pieces, takeaway penalties, in the Scottish Premiership this season, which is more than any other club. Come on to that in just a moment. Referee is Chris Graham. On VAR is Greg Aiken. So I've got the thoughts of the manager for you in just a moment, but I thought that was quite a significant stat. And I have to be honest, I think that our set pieces continually let us down. I get so frustrated with poorly executed corners, poorly executed free kicks, either being overhit or not beating the first man, or just hanging the ball up, which makes a decision easy for an opposing goalkeeper. So with that stat, and I'm sure the lads have done their due diligence, of course they have, there's an opportunity there to start throwing balls into the box and making sure that our set pieces tomorrow are absolutely bang on. All we ask is just beat the first man. And from a corner, drill it towards the penalty spot. Just drill it. Don't hang it up. Don't in-swing it. Don't outswing it. Just drill it straight to the penalty spot and let the lads challenge for the ball. Should be a coach. Right, so the manager. So this video comes courtesy of Aberdeen Football Club. So thank you to them for allowing me to show you this clip from the press conference. And Yumi was sort of asked about, the continued attitude and getting back to winning ways and the winless run that we were on for such a long time, and basically the work that is in progress. And this is how we answered it.
I think, of course, for some it is, but also still, even in the good times when we have a good run or win, and also the hard times, the players is pushing. They really, really try, and we have been through a really challenging time. But I still think we get stronger, and we're learning, and we improve, and hopefully can be. And the thing that happened in the games has been. Some minutes in the games have been really unstable, and the opponents have been skillful and scoring this moment, and I really can see that the mistakes is decreasing, and that's the best way for us, and then pushing more forward. I think we want to be more aggressive attacking team, and some parts of the season we have been too slow in the build-up, and then we lose the power of our team, and that's why we're trying to improve. I think.
So interesting thoughts on the manager as always. Now tomorrow, if you get a chance, please pick up a copy of Red Matchday. This picture comes courtesy of Dolly Digital, superbly edited as always by the brilliant Malcolm Panton, with our former gaffer who sadly passed away this week, Jimmy Calderwood. There's a fantastic tribute to Jimmy inside the programme. I know that the lads have worked really hard on bringing a very special tribute to him. And it's fantastic to see the fans project and everybody coming together to remember Jimmy, particularly for the game against Dunfermline, which is quite fitting, I think, obviously being a former Dunfermline manager as well. It was so sad to hear of Jimmy's passing. A truly fantastic guy, a brilliant manager who gave us some incredible nights at Pittodrie, particularly in the UEFA Cup back in 2007-2008. So if you do get a chance, please pick up the programme, because I've been fortunate enough to have a quick sneaky peek at it, and it's been superbly edited, as you would fully expect. So if you get a chance, please do. Also tomorrow, come along for the Watchalong show. So the idea behind this programme, if you haven't seen it before, because the game's not getting broadcast live in the UK, it is getting broadcast on Red TV International. So the idea is that I'm going to sit here in my studio, I'm going to come on air 5 minutes before kickoff and just literally talk you through the game. And just respond to your comments via the live chat. And the idea is just basically to have a community of fans who all come to ABTV, and we just all watch the game together, and I basically tell you what's going on. I'm not allowed to commentate because that's slightly murky ground, but what I will do is sort of give you an idea of what is going on in the game, and obviously react to what's going on in the game as it's going on. So if you can, come and join us for the Watchalong show. They've proved really popular the past few times that I've done them. The viewing figures have been absolutely brilliant. The amount of people that I've watched live has been absolutely superb. The last show nearly touched 500. 500 of you watched along. So come along tomorrow for that at 5 to 3 UK time. Right, let's get you on. Norman Baker came on first of all. He said, "Good evening, Ali. Good to have Pape back, but any sign of a striker being signed?" Hugh Burns is on, wishing everybody a good evening, saying it's a blowy evening. Yeah, please take care, because I've been reading the news and obviously watching the news about the storms back in the UK. So please, wherever you are, take good care of yourselves. Hugh came back to say, strong rumour about Lyle Cameron. He was at Cormac Park 2 weeks ago, and further talks between Dundee and us this week in the aftermath of the McGrath injury. Paul Hannon says, good evening, Ali and fellow dandies. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Hopefully a win as well. Kirstine is on. Hi, Kirstine. She says, good evening, Ali and fellow dandies. A lot of talk about Lyle Cameron. Really hope we can get him in. He's a great wee player. Hugh Burns said that Celtic striker Daniel Cummings is also linked, 18 years old. Norman Baker came back to say, yeah, he would be good in terms of Lyle Cameron, but Rangers apparently are also after him. Kaiser's on, wishing everybody a good evening. Hi, Kaiser, how you doing? Paul Donaldson says, hello all. Hope everyone is staying safe in the storm. Paul Hannon says, had a lot of Saints fans wanting game to be called off due to the wind, etc. for travelling up. Never cancelled the game in Paisley when there was heavy snowfalls. Our fans still travelled. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I think it's quite cheeky if I'm being honest. I understand the safety side of things, of course. But, you know, Hugh Burns is saying that St Mirren are not leaving until 6 o'clock tonight. Kaiser saying that it's a lot more blustery just now. Graham Gibbs said, just read that Pulvara is out tomorrow. All of a sudden, injury is a real issue. I've got to admit, Graham, I actually had Dante in my starting 11. And then I saw the press conference where, again, there's a minor setback to his injury. He's going to be out. I don't think he's going to be out for too long, but he's going to be out for, you know, maybe a couple of weeks. So I had to change my team around after finding that out. So, yeah, bit of a bummer. Suze is on, wishing everybody a good evening. She's asking if you're all safe. Derek's on, asking if there's any news on us buying a striker. Not at the moment, Derek. David Horn is on, wishing everybody a good evening. Hope everyone is safe and well. Gordon Keith Ritchie says, evening all. We need a win tomorrow to get back on track in the league. Paul Hurd said, I heard from his uncle last week that Lyle Cameron's chosen to sign a pre-contract with Aberdeen, despite interest from the Rangers, amongst others. Lovely bit of gossip, Paul. Thank you. Michael Taylor's on, wishing us a good evening. Hi, Michael. I hope you're well. Gareth Harmon says, no trains until after midday. Cancel the game and think about all of our fans. We don't all live near Pittodrie, unfortunately. Surely St Mirren fans, etc. will find it difficult, tricky too. So it will be interesting to see what they actually do, if they make any sort of decision on the game due to the travelling. Scotty Bludgett says, hello all, hopefully the match is still on for tomorrow. I sense another sweet victory. Can't be bothered says, read today we're looking at the Asian market for a striker. Kevin Spence says, Lyle Cameron would be a great addition, a very good passer of the ball. Kaiser says, we need to up a gear with the signings. Tobers looks good, as does Jensen. Graham Gibbs says, trains only start running when all trampolines and debris removed from tracks. Midday is best estimate depending on the debris found. I'm glad you agree with my team, Hugh. Thank you. Ali, Kaiser says, you left out Nielsen. He starts every game. I've left him out because I just think that Ante is going to be more suited to play against St Mirren, because St Mirren, for me, we saw in the game in Love Street how quickly they get the ball and move it forward. And this is where we have to be at our absolute best tomorrow. So Christers and Alfie, if they play together, need to make sure that the two of them are here or here, and not allow players to run through them. Over the ball, over the top balls, players to run through. We've been punished enough as it is. That's how their first goal came at St Mirren Park in the return fixture where we lost. Their winning goal from the corner, an unchallenged challenge, offered the boy a free header. So all that's got to stop. And I think that Nielsen, in my humble opinion, is a little bit guilty of not challenging enough inside our own 18-yard box. So that's why I'm hoping Ante will start tomorrow. But Kaiser, you're right. He does start every game. Barry Cole says, evening dandies, fingers crossed we're back to winning in the league. Can't be bothered said, would like to go 4-4-2. Pappy and Duke up top. Barry Cole says, Nielsen will start. Kaiser also wants to go 2 up front. Graham Gibbs says, yeah, you're quite right. I get that. He says, to lean in the press saying his team needs Nielsen and Shinnie. Palaversa will miss out. Yeah, you're quite right. He did say that. Yeah, Barry Cole makes a great point. We rarely score from free kicks and corners. It's something we really have to work on. Neil Sakin says, good evening, Ali. I think the score tomorrow will be Aberdeen 4, St Mirren 1. The scorers will be Shady Mo, Pappy, Keskinen and Duke. Come on, the dandies, make us happy. John Moore says he's never dropping Nielsen, so it will be Nielsen and Shinnie in front of the back 4. Don't think Pappy will start either. Just from what I've read, we need another aggressive midfielder and another number 9. Kaiser says, I was hoping we'd offload McGrath, McKenzie and Duke in this window, or they leave for nothing. Barry Cole says, I doubt McGrath and Duke will bring us any money. Yeah, Hugh comes on. Don't forget, guys, that the Merkland Road East is shut tomorrow, as is Ardarach Road. So there was that incident today just in the vicinity of the area, wasn't it? So just watch out for that tomorrow as well. Paul Hannon says, seen pictures of damage to Celtic Park, Ibrox and Capello. Also, our Broth game against Kelty Hearts, which was a 5:30 kickoff, is now postponed. Stephen Cowie says, Ali, I'm convinced you could be a set piece coach. Well, let me tell you, Stephen, given half a chance. Punching Mate says, evening, Ali, new to the channel. Fingers crossed for the game. They say Celtic will make 39 million just from the knockout games from the Champions League. How are we and other teams meant to compete? The gap is too big. It's shocking. Punching, thanks for coming on, mate. You make a very good point, and you're absolutely right. How do we compete? The only way we can compete, mate, is just 11 against 11 on the field of play. It's just who's got the bigger heart. Been saying it for years. David Gold Rally Vid says, come on you Reds, must win games. Graham Gibbs says, Radio Scotland were adamant Aberdeen would announce a striker this week. Just wondered if he was the guy Liam McLeod that everyone was talking about. David Gold Rally Vid said that Scott Burns, the journalist, told me Aberdeen are in talks to bring a striker in. Kaiser says, I don't know if the rumour was true, but we were offered over $1 million for Duke from Young Boys last January. I'd take it. Sugarland says, my wheelie bins are slowly moving about like chess pieces. Kaiser says, safe travels to the St Mirren fans coming up the morning on the minibus. That's terrible, Kaiser. Rod Cow says there's rumours saying that Angus MacDonald will be away to St Johnstone. David Goldralli Vids makes a very good point. He says nobody is going to sign an injured McGrath. Kaiser says, and it's a good point, Kaiser. He says Celtic's finances have nothing to do with us not beating Hibs, Ross County, Dundee United, etc., etc. No, you're quite right. I absolutely get that. Right, guys, don't forget, if you've enjoyed the show so far, to press the old like button. Thank you for all the comments that have come in so far. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're doing really, really well. We're continuing to build month by month, week by week. We've still got quite a high percentage of people who actually watch the channel but don't subscribe to the channel. So don't be put off by the word subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is just, it's like following on Facebook or X or Instagram or something like that. All you have to do is just press the little button, and it just gives you notifications when shows are going live, when with upcoming shows, all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't cost you anything whatsoever. So I'd be absolutely thrilled if you would please consider it. Now, there is something else that I do want to show you, and I am going to go slightly off topic, but I do want to show you this, and just let me find it for you, because I know it's kicking about in here somewhere. Hang on, bear with me. Right, what did I do with it? What did I do with that? Right, hang on a second. Just let me bring you down there. Ah, yeah, there it is. Right. Come on, where are you? There it is. Right. So, this is going slightly off topic, but I don't know if any of you have seen this, but about 18 months ago, I launched a sort of a sister YouTube channel, which is where I talk to pop stars about their own experiences in the industry, and we sort of compare stories and all that kind of stuff. And I'm about to relaunch the channel, and I'm hoping to get a couple of really interesting guests on in the next few days or so. If you don't know anything about the channel, and if you're a big fan of music and you want to actually know what goes on behind the scenes, I'm kind of hoping this channel is for you. And this is what it's all about. Hi there, my name is Ali Beg. I was once a member of 1990s boy band Bad Boys Inc., signed to A&M Records. I was an accidental pop star. The idea and concept behind this channel is to interview pop stars both past and present and see if we can find common ground. Did having a #1 hit or being on the front cover of Smash Hits magazine everything that it was cracked up to be? Okay, well, I hope you're ready for this, fella.
I see. Oh, I don't like that hand rub.
Don't worry, it's all good.
Oh shit. Yeah. I'm gonna have a #1 record.
He had an idea, this is what you guys are going to do. He was very much in charge of the band.
You know, newer people coming through, the people are more interested, they're having bigger hits than you, and you're not so important or as popular anymore.
That's a good question. I guess I was quite involved.
Picture ended up everywhere. Not necessarily the picture you want on that anniversary, but
who am I? What do I like? What do I want to eat? How do I want to dress? What do I want to do next? What do I want to do tomorrow? What do I want to do the next day? It's a really, really strange feeling.
I mean, I have to tell you also, Ali, that I put my foot down. I said, this record shall never be a single. And people said, why not? I said, it's too up itself. It's too pretentious. Nobody could dance to it. The bass drums all over the place. We're not putting this out. So I never would have thought that would have been a hit record. No chance.
I just don't know if it was worth it, because the ramifications of what happened, I've been trying to deal with for the last 25 years, on and off.
Our grand age of, like, whatever it is, you know, getting towards 50s and stuff, it's just about enjoying it all.
Thank you so much for watching. I would be absolutely thrilled if you would please consider subscribing to the channel. We have plenty of content lined up, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now. Hi there. Hope you don't mind me chucking that in tonight. It's just because I'm ready to relaunch it, and I've not been able to do anything with it because obviously I was suffering from my illness and battling my illness. But we're ready to go again, and I'd be absolutely thrilled if you would check out the YouTube channel. If you do like music, subscribe to that channel as well, because that channel is going to be, I think, it could, potentially. It could. Let's see. Right, let's get back to your comments. Ooh, a lot of you commenting about that channel. Good stuff. Chilling is on, wishing everybody a good evening. Kaiser says, Celtic could have a Saudi backer. We've still to win our games against all the other teams. Can't be bothered to say, I'm surprised we haven't seen more players shown the door, to be honest. Kaiser came back to say, yeah, I thought there'd be a few leaving. John Moore says, hopefully start making a bit of progress again in the league starting tomorrow. Graham Gibbs says, Ali, if you want to be a set piece coach, you need to have a look at the haircut of Austin McPhee. Sugarland says, the Nick Kershaw interview is really interesting, worth a look. Thank you, mate. Glad you enjoyed that. Charles Craig said, like the accidental pop star link, enjoyed Pat Nevin's accidental footballer books. What a great guy Pat Nevin is. Paul Hannon said, heard Angus is going to an English League One side. Also, Lyle Cameron had a bid from those blue lot, which was rejected. Still think we should have kept Alfie and play him as our number 9. Paul Hannon says, new channel looks good, Ali. Hope you've asked them to support the Dons. Chilling says, Ali, you should get all ex-musicians to do a song for Christmas. Maybe call it Walking in a One-Hit Wonderland. David Goldrally Vid says, music is less of a niche market than ABTV. It could grow wings. I've watched some of the old interviews. Love music. Colin Gale says, we're very light in midfield with the latest midfield injuries. It's concerning. It is, mate. Right, guys, we're going to call it a night. So, quick reminder, don't forget, tomorrow, come and join us at 5 to 3 for the Watchalong show. Come and join a community of fans where we just simply watch the game together. I'll chat away while the game is on. I'll respond to all your comments as well. And the idea is just to basically have... It's just a community of fans just watching the game together, just to do something completely different. So I'd be delighted if you can come and join us tomorrow from 5 to 3. So enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow afternoon. Take care. Good luck to the lads tomorrow. Come on. Back to winning ways in the league. Let's start climbing that table again. Let's start getting closer to Dundee United, and let's start putting a run together again. Good night. Stand free.